What is a research proposal? It's essentially an action plan. Yeah, that's simple enough. You're telling somebody what you're going to be doing. No problem with that. It must tantalize, entice, and excite the funder. Have you heard of those three words yet when you're talking about, science in general? I think they're fairly rare words. But I think you've got to tantalize, entice, and excite. You've got to be faster than that Okie and the bear. Eh? One step faster. And how are you going to do that? You've got to excite somebody. In essence, a proposal is a sales document. You're selling your ideas, and it describes the balance between risk and reward. The research proposal is to a researcher what the business plan is to an entrepreneur. So remember we did that analogy with the entrepreneur? You're out there selling your ideas. And people are going to say, no, no, no. But you never give up. You keep on trying, because eventually you will convince somebody. So my friend, the entrepreneur that developed Harvard Chemicals, he named it Harvard because it sounded like a good academic institution, and he wanted to attach that to his brand. He made a hand cream. He was a motor mechanic. He used to get lots of oil on his hands, and he washes it off with petrol. I don't know if you've ever done that. It washes the oil off perfectly, but all the oils in your skin go as well, and so it dries and cracks and bleeds. It becomes very painful. So he invented this cream. He had lanolin and the sort of solvent in a hand cream. He homogenized it and he sold it, and it worked really well. The point of the story is that he ran the Comrades. That's a real jump of a leap, but stay with me. He ran the Comrades 11 times before he finished once. You know, they have that cutoff. It's something like 11 hours. He never finished it 11 times. The 11th time he got through just as the time was cut off. Why am I telling you that? 11 times. Can you imagine running 90 kilometers 11 times over 11 years, all the training, never to complete but the last time? That's a lesson in determination. Okay, that's what you've got to be. You've got to keep on trying. Don't give up. All right, keep on trying. But a good proposal, also interesting, clear, and that word, persuasive. That's what we're going to now focus on. How do you make your proposal persuasive? What does that actually mean? Persuasive. You've got to convince somebody to part with their money. How do you do that? So, at this stage, I was thinking, when I first started putting this workshop together, that I was perhaps crazy and going off on a tangent. And then I was very relieved to come across a paper written by Robert Porter. There's the reference over there that says almost exactly what I was thinking. And so at least there's one other person in the world that believes this. All right, very reassuring. And what he did very cleverly is compare academic writing to grant writing. And this is what we're doing on the right, the grant writing. Now, you guys are all very skilled at academic writing. You do this part of your work. But you've never been taught, trained, practiced, learned how to do grant writing until today. Let's compare them. So, on the left, academic writing is about scholarly pursuit. It's your individual passion. Grant writing is about sponsors' goals, and it's a service attitude that you need. You're delivering on what the funder wants. We keep on saying that. Academic writing is past-orientated, work that has been done. Grant writing is future-orientated, work that should be done. Okay, so you've got to, even simple things, when you write your academic work, it's in the past tense. When you write your grant, it's in the future tense. Be clear that you get those right. Academic writing is theme-centered. It's about theory and thesis. Project-centered, objectives and activities. It's entirely different. This is the aim. These are the objectives. This is what I want to achieve. It's not about a theory. It's about actions. expository rhetoric, explaining to the reader. It's all about explaining these concepts in academic writing. On this side, it's persuasive rhetoric. It's selling to the reader. It's convincing them that this is important. Selling your ideas. Selling your ideas. Impersonal tone, objective and dispassionate. Personal tone conveys excitement. Write your grant proposals in the first person. Do not talk about Dr. Drennan who wants to do this. Do not say the researcher, the applicant. I am interested in doing this. Make it personal. Make it excited. If you're not passionate about what you're going to be doing, how can you convince a reviewer who's independent and competing with the TV? Okay? You've got to be excited and make it personal.
That's an interesting point that you bring up there, Rob. It's something that I hadn't actually considered.
Yeah.
But it does make it much less formal.
It does, it does. We tend to write this because this is how you write your papers, your thesis, etc., and we drilled or we practiced at this. But this is the way you write your grants. Write it in the first person. I want to do this. And so often academics talk about we. Okay, when they are forced to use the first person, then we write about we. And it is often a we because it's me, my collaborators, or my students. But be careful. If you're not committed to it, I want to do this, why should the reviewer be committed to it?